previous video we have just started the new chapter, that was chapter number 7, triangles. In that we have seen many of the things in the triangles, but in this chapter all the exercises are cut and all the examples are cut. So only the theory part we have to study. Okay students, so in theory, first of all you just see the introduction. I will just explain it orally only, and if some points we will just discuss on the board. Okay students, here you have studied about triangles and their various properties in your earlier classes. You know that a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called a triangle. Means, first of all, what is a triangle, that we have seen in the previous video. We are just revising this. So what is it? When the three lines which intersects at 3 points then forms a triangle. Okay students, now moving further, tri means three. A triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. Here if I draw a triangle, see, I just drew a triangle. So this is a triangle A, B and C. Okay students, this is a triangle ABC, and you can see here there are 1, 2, 3 vertices, 3 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 3 angles, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now moving further, for example, in a triangle ABC denoted as triangle ABC, ABC, BC, CA are the three sides, angle ABC are the three angles, and ABC are three vertices that we have discussed. In chapter 6, you have also studied some properties of triangle. In this chapter, you will study in detail about the congruence of triangle, rule of congruence, some more properties of triangles, and inequalities in a triangle. You have already verified most of these properties in earlier classes. We will now prove some of them. Now, first of all, they are just telling about the congruence of a triangle. So, what is congruence of a triangle? Means when the two triangles are same in size, in shape, okay, they both triangle are same to each other. See here, if I draw a triangle, another triangle like this only, that is P, Q and R. Okay, then I will say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. But if I say triangle BCA is congruent to PQR, then it is false statement. Okay, then it is false statement. Now, if we want to just congruent by triangle BCA, then we have to write that triangle QRP. Then only we can write this statement is true. Okay. Now moving further, you have observed that two copies of your photographs of the same size are identical. Similarly, two bangles of the same size to ATM cards issued by the same bank are identical. You may recall that placing 1 rupee on another minted in the same year, they have covered each other completely. Then after, do you remember what such figures are called? Indeed, they are called congruent figure. Means congruent means equal in all respect, or figure whose shape and size are both are same. And now draw two circles of the same radius and place one on the another. What do you observe? They cover each other completely, and we call them as congruent circle. Means if I just draw a circle with the same radius, when we cover up that, then they will just be congruent to each other. Then after, we have seen was repeat this activity by placing one square on the another with side of the same measure, or by placing two equilateral triangles of equal sides on each other. You will observe that the squares are congruent to each other and so are the equilateral triangles. Okay. Now, here you may wonder why we are studying congruence. You must all have seen in the ice tray in your refrigerator. Observe that the modules of making ice are congruent. The cast used for mounting in the tray also has congruent depression. So whenever identical objects have to be produced, the concept of congruence is used in making the cast. Sometimes you may find it difficult to replace the refill in your pen by a new, and this is so when the new refill is not on the same size as you want to remove. Obviously, if the two refills are identical or congruent, their new refill fits in the ball pen. Okay, means they are saying that if, see here, I have a refillable ball pen here. Yes, see here. If I say that my this refill is over and I have just bought the another one, if the refill just goes perfectly and all there, this is of same size, then we can say both the refill are congruent to each other. Then only it will go inside the ball pen and it will be. Now here, sometimes you may find it difficult to replace the refill in your pen by new one, and this refill, okay, we have read this. Now you can find numerous examples where congruence of object is applied in daily life situation. Can you think of some more examples of congruent figures? Here you can see the figures are given. From that, which are congruent? I will say first and fourth are congruent to each other else not are congruent. The large square in figure 7.3, 2 and 3 are obviously not congruent to the one in 7.31, but the square in 7.34 is congruent to each other. Let us now discuss the congruence of two triangles. You already know that two triangles are congruent if the sides and the angles of the triangles are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. In now, which of the four triangle given below are congruent to triangle ABC in 7.4? Here you can see that we have seen that which are congruent to each other. See here, cut out each of these triangles from 7.4 to 4, 5 and turn them around and try to cover triangle ABC. Observe that triangles in figure 7.4, 2, 3 and 4 are congruent to triangle ABC, while triangle TSU, here the triangle number 5, TSU, is not congruent to ABC. If you will just cut and put it on the ABC, it will not be there. Okay. If triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC, we write that triangle PQR is congruent to triangle AB and C here. If these both triangles are same, then we will write that triangle ABC is congruent to PQR. Okay, PQR. And if you have to write, as I said earlier, triangle BCA, then QRP. If triangle CAB, then it is congruent to RPQ. Okay, so as you can write, if you will take ABC, then you have to take obvious PQR. If you take BCA, then you have to take QRP. If you will take CAB, then you have to take RPQ. This type of triangles are congruent to each other. Then after, notice that when triangle PQR congruent triangle ABC, then the sides of PQ are falling on the corresponding equal sides of triangle ABC, and so is the case of for the angles that is PQ covers AB, QR covers BC, and RP covers CA. Angle P covers angle A, angle Q covers angle B, and angle R covers angle C. Also, there is a one corresponding between the vertices, that is P corresponding to A, Q to B, R to C, and so on, which is written as P correspond A, Q correspond B, and R correspond C. Note that under this corresponding triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC, but it will not be correct to write triangle QRP is equal to triangle congruent to triangle ABC, as I have told here that you cannot write triangle ABC is congruent to QRP or RPQ. You have to just write that PQR only. Okay. Now moving further, similar for figure 7.43, FD is congruent to AB, DE to BC, and EF to CA, and F to A, and D to B, and E to C. So triangle FDE is congruent to triangle ABC, but writing triangle DEF congruent to triangle ABC is not correct. Okay. Give the correspond between the triangles in figure 7.44 and triangle ABC. Give the corresponding between the triangles in figure 7.4 and triangle ABC. So it is necessary to write the corresponding of vertices correctly for writing of the congruence of the triangle in symbolic form. Note that the congruence of triangle corresponding part are equal when we write in short CPCT for corresponding part of congruent triangle. Here, now we will discuss about the criteria of congruence triangle. So what are the criteria? See here, the figure is given that here in the figure you can see that so here you can see draw two triangles with one side 3 centimeters. We have to draw two triangles with one side, one of the side is 3 centimeters. If I draw a triangle this, in that all the sides are 3 centimeters. Okay, and another one I am just drawing that. Okay, in this the sides are given, which is I am just drawing according to the given figure. Here it is 1.8 centimeter, here it is 3 centimeter, and here it is 2.4 centimeter. If I say that this is D, E, F, and this is A, B, C. So anybody tell me that this both figures are congruent to each other or not? Only there is one side same. Okay, only the one of the side is same to it. If I say this side and this side, then it is same. If I say this side and this side, then it is same. Then this side and this side. Another this two is not same to the another. So what we can say that it is congruent to each other or not? No, this is not congruent to each other. Now moving further, draw two triangles with one side 4 centimeter and one angle 50 degree as they are congruent. Here, if I say that if you have to draw one side with 4 centimeter and another angle with 50 degree. So let us draw that and let us see that. okay, it is congruent or not. Let us see here. I am just drawing this one. In that, this is 4 centimeter. If I say that this is 4 centimeter, okay, and here is the 50 degree, okay, and if I connect this, okay, then these are the, and drawing the another triangle of same only. Here it is 4 centimeter. No, instead, okay, here I am taking 4 centimeter only, and here it is 50 degree. So you can say this is triangle is congruent or not. Can anybody tell me, students, this triangle is congruent or not? Here you can say this side and this side is same, and this angle is same. Then it is congruent or not? No, it is not congruent. Why? Because if they haven't given this side or this side. If they have given that, then we can make that congruent triangle. How? If I say that this is 5 centimeter, then this will also be 5 centimeter. So the length of this both will be same. So this another side we will get the same. Okay, let us see further. Here now. So these two triangles are not congruent. Repeat this activity with the same more points of triangle. So equality in one of pair of sides, one pair of sides are, and one pair of angle is not sufficient to give us congruent triangle. Here, what would happen if the other pair of arm of the equal angles are also equal? In figure 7.7, BC is equal to QR, angle B is equal to angle Q, and also angle AB is equal to PQ. Now, what can you say about the congruence of triangle ABC and triangle PQ and R? Okay, now here you can see these things are given. Which? Here they have told that this is 2 centimeter and this is also 2 centimeter. So let me rub and draw it again, this figure only. Here, this is 2 centimeter. And this is connected by this. So this is 2 centimeter. Okay. Now this is also 2 centimeter. Okay. This both are 2 centimeters. Okay. Then now you can say that this is 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter. This is 50 degree. This is also 50 degree. And this is 2 centimeter. This is also 2 centimeter. Then we can say this both triangles are congruent to each other. Why? Because here first of all the angle is same. Means from here we have to draw 2 centimeter only. And here is angle same. Here is side same. Okay. Then the connection between these 2 points will be same only. Means this to this and this to this will be same only. Okay, students. So these both triangles are congruent to each other, and this triangle from which it is congruent, we will say that side angle side means SAS congruence. SAS means side angle side congruence it is. So let us see. So this is the first criterion for the congruence of triangle. You can see Annexium 7.1 SAS congruent rule. Okay, SAS congruence rule. In that two sides and one angle should be same, then it will be congruent to each other. See, I am just reading that two triangles are congruent if two sides and that the included angles of one triangle are equal to the two sides and it includes angle of the other triangle. Okay, here I am just reading it again. Annexium two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Okay, so this is the axiom number 7.1. Okay, students, now moving further, here you can see there is an example, but in this chapter we don't have to count any of the sum, only we have to see, that is theory part, nothing else we have to see. Now moving further and directly towards the example number 2 is given. Okay, now notice that two triangles are not congruent repeatedly. No, this is example number 2. Here now just moving directly towards the theorem number 7.1. Okay, we will see first of all. So SAS congruence rule hold, but not ASS or SSA rule. Here they are saying that from the example number 2, but they are saying we will not see that. For that there is another theorem, that is theorem 7.1. ASA means angle side angle. Angle side angle congruence rule. In that, two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included sides of the triangle are equal to the two angles and the included side of the other angle. Here they are just telling that according to ASA, according to the ASA, if the two triangles are same, according to which ASA means angle side angle. Before that we have seen that SAS side angle side, this is angle side angle, means if the two angles are given, if I say that this is 60 degree, this is 45 degree, okay, and here the line which is of 4 centimeter and the another same triangle, means if I say that this is of 4 centimeter, this is 60 centimeter and this is 60 degree and 45 degree, then what will happen? This both the triangles are congruent according to which angle side angle, which angle side angle. Repeating it again, angle side angle means here you can see angle, this one is side and this one is angle. Angle side angle, according to this rule, ASA rule, these both triangles are congruent to each other. Moving further, proof is given. Okay, but the proof we will see in the next video. Okay, students, in that there are two cases of each, so we will see in the next video due to some of the time limitation. If I will just start this theorem, then we will just go out of the time for the video. So we will see this in the next video, but you have to in your homework, I am just giving you homework, don't just be happy because in this there is no sum. I know that, but in your homework you have to first of all write axiom 1, axiom 7.1 and theorem 7.1 in your homework. Okay, students, that you have to write in your homework, and we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.